everybody, it's Alexia from amysticspath, back to bring you guys some more clarity. Thank you so much for tuning in and watching Capricorn's tarot scopes for the month of May 2021. Now this is for my Sun, Moon, Rising, and Mars Capricorn placements. Before I get started, I want to say that if you are new to the channel, please make sure that you subscribe and turn on the notifications so you don't miss any more messages from Spirit, pick a card readings, monthly guidance, or weekly guidance. Now I want to go ahead and start shuffling and see what it is that Spirit wants my Capricorn people to know / be aware of during the month of May 2021. We have a sextile, House 3, House 12, and Taurus, trust, patience, and stability. Okay, so I feel like there's going to be some tension and some flow within communication. I feel like for my Capricorn people, I feel like there's some things that have been hidden that you've kind of been stubborn about expressing may come out this month, my Capricorn people. Like there may be almost this like letting the cat out of the bag about something that has been bothering you, or something that you've been kind of keeping locked away, that I feel like that this I'm seeing this like bird cage be open and it's just kind of flying out, and this is something that's kind of been rooted, or I feel like festering for some time. But having the sextile card here, it might be a tense moment in the beginning of this communication that needs to happen this month, or that is going to kind of surprisingly happen this month, Capricorn people. It may be kind of a tense situation at first, but I feel like things will get better than expected after set communication. All right. And we have the storyteller card here, which is saying that there is something that needs to be expressed. All right. We have the Oracle's gift, and I feel like you watching this now, you feel like that you know what this may already be, and exposed and revealed. And this is just basically confirming what it is that I said about how things may end up turning out better than you expected, because there's endless possibilities on how things could go. But there's this energy of this almost reforming and remolding of this vulnerable state that you're putting yourself in, that there's growth that is happening here. And it's almost growth that will be able to be seen, not only from the divine, but you, yourself, your partner, or whoever this has to deal with as well. Yeah, see, we have the energy of straddling both worlds, which means that you're straddling in between two, like, different decisions. You've been kind of indecisive about speaking up and speaking your mind. We have the cosmic womb, which is the divine feminine, and we also have fortune's wheel. So I feel like, and moon maiden, new beginning. So I feel like when you come back into yourself and come back into your divinity and stop making yourself, like, spread out and kind of putting yourself here or there, and it's like the energy because of not knowing the reaction. Again, like it's the other side of the sword of endless possibilities, right? It's pulling yourself back into your divinity for changes to be made, right? Pulling yourself, it's also ruled by the number 6, which is also speaking of bringing yourself back in harmony. If you're straddling two things and like in a space where you're undecided about something, you're not at harmony with yourself, you're kind of in this fight, in this challenge. Okay. We have the Queen of Cups, which is really connected and in line with her emotions and knowing what it is that they truly mean and how to express them in a good way. So I feel like this is really, really focusing on your best bet is to be putting yourself in a space where you are ready to express your emotions and not waiting for them to abrupt and kind of like spill out and like all the cat got let out of the bag because somebody let it out the bag and it's not it wasn't, you know, like you weren't prepared for it or ready for it, or you may get triggered. All right. And we're really focusing on being, again, this communication and being in a better communicative space and communicating properly. So knowing why it is that we feel the way we do and coming from a place where before we get triggered, it'll be very helpful to close out cycles and say goodbye to things that need to be closed up and need closure to them. All right. And we have Judgment, which is like Spirit is really calling that this is the time. It's time for you to speak up to bring change. All right. And this change is nurturing thyself and what it is that you need. All right. It serves you no purpose of keeping things caged up and other people thinking that something is something that it's not because you're not comfortable expressing how it is that you truly feel or what it is that needs to be said. There may be something that needs to be said as well for my Capricorn people that is really just like bothering you. Yeah, so I feel like this is something that has been kind of bothering you while it is that you're trying to sleep. That's kind of been like, you've kind of almost been chipping away at it and it's kind of been persistent. And that there is this almost like this change that needs to happen within the Hierophant. The Hierophant, this is ruling number 5 as well. And this is also ruling, or like the energy of venting and really speaking out what it is that you've been analyzing and kind of just looking and like reading into without any other clarification from the other person, that these things need to be talked about for sure. It's like your minds will run away with you the more that you read into things instead of just expressing yourself. We have the World card again, which is like, speaking of closing these cycles, listening to your intuition. Okay, and then going forward within confidence of what that is. All right, there may be some tension and some things that you kind of have to defend yourself against at first, but standing in your power will prove you better results than trying to like keep the peace or keep things shoved down. All right, this is what I'm seeing for my Capricorn people. Capricorn Sun, Moon, Rising, and Mars placement. Now, if you feel like you need a reading specifically for yourself, please do not hesitate to contact me. I would love to work with you. Everybody have a great day. Mwah.